Hello, everyone. Today we are talking to Annie Fältman from 360 Träningscenter on how to generate 113 new yearly membership sales from one simple marketing campaign. Hello, Annie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, David. It's good to be here.
Annie, yeah, it's very excited about today's topic. Basically, we will walk through actual campaign that you've done and generated a nice response and an additional revenue for the club. But before we dive into it, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in the fitness industry?
For sure, yeah. I'm always been into training, and I started my bachelor program in physiotherapy back in 1994. So I got my degree in 97, and I was in the healthcare system for a few years before I just felt like this is not where I belong in the medical industry. I just wanted to go back to the fitness industry and help people more with prevention and enjoying the joy of exercise. So I've been in the industry since then, maybe early 2000, and then opened my first own club in 2009, and from there it's been another 3 clubs. So at the moment it's 4 clubs, and they're all in the north of Sweden, near the Arctic Circle. So we get our share of the cold and dark winters up here. Of course, we get the nice summers as well.
How big are the clubs? Can you tell us a bit more? You have 4 clubs. What's the market segment? What's your strategic advantage?
Yeah, it's 4 clubs. 2 of them are premium clubs that are full service, and 2 of them are smaller clubs. One is like 300 square meters, the other one is 500 square meters, and the other 2 are about 2,000 square meters each. Altogether, it's about 4,500 members together with the 4 clubs.
And what's your strategic advantage and your target market?
I mean, I'd say it's for everybody, like everybody says. we're for everybody, but mainly we're looking at finding the segment of just normal people wanting to come to exercise.
Sure. Annie, so we had a pleasure to meet each other at Munich IRSA conference a few months ago. It's last year. So yeah, almost half year ago, and the thing that caught my attention where you were discussing some things on the stage was the campaign that you mentioned, that with one simple campaign you generated 113 new yearly sales. You used text messages for it. And it was very simple, and I would really like to dive into the campaign. So if you could briefly talk me through the numbers, then we will showcase actual landing page that you send people to, and but start from the beginning. What was the concept and how the campaign looked like?
So what we wanted to do was to bring in new members and using referrals, but we've been done that in the past, and usually when you get referrals from anybody, it's not always a good lead. It's a lot of people just want to come because it's a free trial or something, and they're not really solid leads. So what we did was we sent out to all of our premium members. They are the people who pay more money to come to the club, and we asked them to invite 3 of their friends for a free trial month. So we sent out those texts, and the members could just the text. It's set up so it's automated with the CRM system, so they could just reply in that simple form that you get when you get on the landing page. And so we got these leads, and their friends came and got their free trial month. And we actually onboarded these leads as if they were new members. So we took the time to set them up for good training. And then at the end of their trial month, we sent out a new text to these friends, quote unquote, and gave them a good offer on an annual membership. So it was actually, we got back 439 leads. And out of those, 113 were actually sold.
To how many people you sent the text message to 439, or it was?
No, it's 439 that came back as who wanted a free trial month. And out of those, 113 signed up for. But the good thing is that these were actually new members. They had never been in our clubs before.
So I'll one step back. So first one, you use your current system, and you filter out people that they're premium members. What does that mean, premium members? That they have the premium membership? Yeah, they pay more for the membership.
They pay more for the membership. They have full access. It's also included 3 PT sessions. They can freeze their membership during the summer for 2 months if you want to. They get some guest passes. Yeah, we just filled it with some extra.
Why you decided only on those, not sending to all the members?
Well, what we were looking for, we were thinking that the people who pay more money usually have friends who have more money, who are not so price sensitive. So we really wanted to dig into that market where pricing wouldn't be an issue. We've done these campaigns before like a few years ago, and we just asked all of our members to bring their friends. But when like the youth bring their friends, and they don't have all that money to be able. So we just wanted to get the people back who were inclined to buy a premium membership themselves. That was the idea.
Sure.
To get more revenue was the goal.
The goal.
Yeah.
So you send it to the premium members, and also one quite unique thing is that you sent text message. There was no email involved in it.
Exactly. Yeah. Our experience is that we get a lot of a better hit on when we send text messages rather than email. Email is more often perceived as spam, in my opinion. So text messages is more direct, and it's more. You can make it more personalized, and people are on their phones all the time, so they get more curious to a text than they do to an email.
Are you, like, in general, are you using the emails? Like, are you sending any marketing emails, or does most of it's text messages?
It's 95% is text messages.
This is quite unique.
It costs a little bit more, but I think it's worth it, because it's easier to get that nice landing page in the text. And also, I mean, when you ask people, if you get an email with links, people are a bit wary to click on them, because you never know where you're going to end up. But in a text, you feel more safe to click on a link, especially if we are the sender.
It was quite. Actually, you are the first one. I would say that club owner that they only use, most of their communication goes through the text message. So it's quite interesting to hear. I know there's very effectiveness, like everyone actually gets the message and read the message. What do you had, what kind of message you send, and how the message is structured? So I know that you send a message, and within the message, there's always a link to a landing page. Yeah?
Yeah, correct. So what we try to do is to keep the text really short, just 1 or 2 sentences, to make people really read it and be curious enough to click on the link. And then the link is always a nice setup landing page with not too much information, to keep it simple, and always make sure we have a call to action button. And also, because it's all taken out of our CRM system, all the forms are pre-filled. So people don't have to type in their names and contacts and everything, because it's already there. Our system knows who they are. So just making it really easy for the members to respond.
Okay. Do you remember exactly what kind of message you sent in the text message? Like, it's all, hey, David, we have something special for you. Click here, or...
Yeah, it was like, hey, David, you're one of our most important members. We have a special offer for you. That was it. And then just a link to the landing page.
That's quite interesting. So there's not a lot of information, but you're getting curious. For those of you who are listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcast, you won't be able to see the actual landing page, but I will ask my colleague Constancia to showcase the landing page so we can walk through the landing page. You can always watch it later on YouTube or go visit our website, efitness.com. But we'll try to describe it as much as we can, what we have on the screen. So the first thing you're going to, we translated the whole page. Of course, it's in Swedish, but we translated in Google Translate. So not all the words are correctly translated. But so Annie, but you can walk us through. One thing that I noticed right off the go, from the get-go, is that it's a mobile page. So you send a text message, so all of the people that are going to see it, they're going to see it on the mobile phone. Yeah. And so if you could just walk us through also the messaging of the landing page.
Yeah. So the headline is just bring a friend, and then it's a short text saying, "Hi, you're one of our most important members, and we appreciate that you choose to train with us. As a thank you, you can bring 3 of your friends for a free month of training."
Mm-hmm.
And then if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see it's a form where it's just like, do you want to bring a friend? And then you just swipe that little thing to yes. And if you say yes, you can choose 3 friends or one. They didn't have to give, some members gave us 1 friend and 2 or 3. And just fill out their names and just send it. And then when you click send, that ended up in our inbox in the reception area. So we just get their membership ready for when they come in and pick it up. So everything was set and ready to go. I think just making the process as easy as possible for the members is one of the key things.
Yeah, but there's name, mobile, email. This is a member name, mobile, email, or it's
for the friend. The friend. We need the context for the friend. Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on 2 people, then I have to separately enter information for two separate people with contact information, email, and mobile phone. Yeah.
Oh no, actually the form there where you see with the that is pre-filled, name, mobile, email. That is from the member. And under there, you put the friend's name.
Okay.
So just the name. That's all you need to say.
And then how it works from here? You send it. Okay, Constanza, you can scroll through the landing page, so we will just see it before below the send button. You have a video from the club. Yeah. Information about the club.
Yeah.
Come to us to exercise. So very simple, very clean.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
So I clicked that I would like to recommend 2 of my friends. So I click 2 and I enter their first, last name. You receive this information on your email box. And what happened next?
Well, we just put them in our system, and then when their friends came to the club, we just had their membership ready. Obviously, we had to get more information from them, but we wanted to make sure that they were on our VIP list to make them feel special, so that they're expected when they come to the club. So they just said, "Hi, I'm a friend of whoever, and I'm supposed to pick up a free trial month."
Because normally when you collect information from the leads, you want to have the contact information to actually those leads. But here you make it very simple, like just provide us first, last name. So you are trustful that actually members then will tell their colleagues or family members to come to the club and just say that, okay, David recommended me. My name is Constancia Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you already have them on the list. Constancia, you are on the list, but we need just additional information to set up a membership for you, or you already had a membership set it up for Constancia, or how does it work?
Well, when she comes to the club, obviously we get all her information, but then she's a very good lead, because now we really want her to feel welcome and to use our facilities and get her going. And what we did from these, when we had all these 439, we created a subdivision in our CRM system. we set up a special membership. We named it in the system so that we could easily, at the end of this month, send a new text to her and everybody else who picked up their free trial month. So they got another text with another landing page saying just hi, we hope you enjoyed your session, your training period at our club. We have a special offer for you if you want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that landing page, there was a call to action button saying, of course, I want to join.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll also, from the beginning, okay, somebody comes to the club. How you made sure that actually they will have, great enough experience that when you send the message, 1 week before the trial ends, most of them, or at least as many as possible, will renew. Have you, were you strategic about it? It was just your normal process that they go through it?
Well, it was more or less our normal process, but we made sure we set them up in our app. We introduced them to our training systems, just get them going in group exercise, and just be as including as possible, and treat them as a new member, so that they will be hooked and love us and want to stay.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us some example? Okay, so what does that mean, to hook a member? So what you specifically are doing?
I would more or less just introduce them to the club. By the way, David, we never do guided tours. Like, we are so not in that old school way of doing things. I'm probably swearing in church now, but we never sit down with members and have that onboarding conversation. We just sign them in, show them around, introduce them to the app. It's a very short onboarding process, but it's more like I think it's recommending them, just taking the brief, like, do you like just doing it on your own? Do you want to do some group exercises? I can recommend this class because I know my senior instructors are going to take good care of them, and just pointing them in the right direction. And because with this campaign, they came with that friend. So the friend was more our ambassador to show them around and bring them to the best classes. And you get that powerful impact from their friends because they've already brought them in. So they want to make sure they're happy.
Awesome. Okay. 3 weeks passes, and on the third week, you're sending a text message saying that there's 1 week left, and we have a special offer to you, and click on the link, and the only thing what they have to do, just click I'm interested. Yeah. And so from those 409, 39, 113 actually 15, yeah,
113.
13. Okay, 13 bought the actual membership. Have you tried to resend the text message to the remaining 300 something people?
No, we didn't do that. No, but we could have. That's a good idea, actually. Ask them again. But that's a good idea, David. I mean, we still have them in our CRM system, so we could just now, like 2 years later, send them again and say, we know you visited us and there's no more COVID. Do you want to come?
Sure. Yeah, those was quite interesting. So 2 text messages, one bringing people in for a 1 month free trial. Then after 3 weeks, okay, of course, making sure that they feel very well in the club. They will feel quite well because they will be with their friends in the club that recommended them. And then 1 week before the free trial ends, you send another offer, and still very short text, and you're redirecting them to the short and simple landing page. Click yes, I'm interested. I understand that when they click yes, I'm interested, they are redirected. You are getting a message on your email box or somewhere there, and then you're contacting the members, or whenever they come to the club, then you are engaged with them and just asking them about signing the actual contract.
Yeah. They just clicked on yes, I want to sign up, but then they actually contacted the club to sort out if they want like the direct debit, or they want to just prepay, or how do you want to pay?
Awesome. I wanted to right now touch also another campaign that you've done. This one was more like a reactivation campaign that you wanted after, I'm not sure which lockdown, some people, canceled their membership. And as you said, you wanted to bring those members back to the club, back to their routine, so they renewed their membership. Can you walk us through that campaign? What was the numbers behind it?
Yeah. So this was last summer. This was in June of 2021, and we were in a good place as far as COVID at that time. So actually, we didn't have many restrictions left in Sweden. And normally during the summer, business is quite slow for us because it's probably the same all over Europe. People want to be outdoors, not that interested in getting into the gym. Most of our members come back in late August, beginning of September. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we looked at all of our cancellations from September 2020 to June of 2021. And what we wanted to do was to reactivate their memberships sooner rather than later. We were expecting a lot of them to come back maybe in September, but I wanted to make sure that they started earlier and bring them back to the club because it's slow anyway. And instead of having them buying their new membership in October, we wanted them to buy it preferably in August. So we ended up sending 530 texts to these council members saying, "Hi, we miss you. We want you to come back, get back in routines." So we gave those what we call a comeback month, which was a free month to come back, to try to get back into it. So this also is a free trial month.
Naming. Uh-huh.
Yeah. A comeback month. But the difference this time was that because these were already in our system compared to the other campaign we did, these were actual previous members. So all they had to do on the landing page was to click, say, "Yes, I want to come back." And then it went into
the landing page, Constantia.
Have you got this one?
I think that yes. Hopefully this is that one, not different one.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, exactly. We miss you. Yeah. Uh-huh. So come back and train with us again. I think if you scroll down there, you can see there should be the
welcome. So also the simple message: we offer you a month of free training so you can get started with us again. Fill in the form and we'll activate your free trial month. No compulsion to buy, just fun training. 1 month free training. And you enter the desired start date, name, date of birth, email, send.
Yeah, and actually that's on the actual landing page, that is already pre-filled because it takes it out of the CRM system. So all they had to do was click on send and also choose the date that they wanted to start.
Simple and great.
And then so that came to us, and then so we could just reactivate their memberships and they could start training again. So out of those 328 clicked on that one and wanted to come back sooner rather than later.
Awesome. And from those 328 that came back?
278 renewed. So that was an awesome campaign. But mind you, then again, these were members they're not new members. So probably a lot of these would have come back anyway, but I think maybe we got a month or two head start of them to come back to the club.
I like what I like about it, that it's very proactive. Like you're not waiting for the members that they should come next month or the month after. You know that they will come, but you're quite proactive. And you're trying to bring them much earlier, especially that there are summer months. You still have there's a lot of space in the club, and again, quite simple message, text message, and then send to redirect people to quite simple landing page, and the fields are already pre-filled. So you just click, I am interested. Annie, who is creating the landing pages for you?
Oh, we have a partner who's doing that. It's an agency who creates the landing pages for us.
Yeah, I know when we spoke before the podcast, you said that okay, this is you're costing with the monthly basis, and you've quite a lot of those landing pages. Yeah, you have the whole how to say the client journey mapped out, and in some intervals you're also sending a text message, and the text message also directs to the landing page. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. We have our whole retention system is based on text messages. So if you were a new member in my club, David, you will be getting 6 different texts throughout the year from us, and they are all automated, and they will all be a small text, and there will be a landing page. You will obviously first get your welcome text, and then you will get another one after 6 weeks. And what we also do in these texts is we keep our NPS score ongoing. So you will be asked for each text message to just give us a quick feedback. And it's super easy setup. You can just click on, it's just 3 different smiley emojis. It's a sad guy, and it's a neutral guy, and a happy guy. So just click on one of those, and then there's a small field where you can just put in a short comment if you feel like it. But it's not mandatory to do it. You can just write or just send the smileys, whatever. So this leaves us with an ongoing feedback from all of our members. And I personally prefer that as of doing this once a year, because if you just we used to do once a year, but then you just know once a year what your members are feeling. This is better to get ongoing feedback. It can be anything from, oh, the showers are disgusting, or I don't like that in group X instructor, she's too loud, or members have opinions about a lot of things. But it's better to get it when they feel it, so we can handle it and do something about it the same day.
Sure. Yeah, this is still amaze me that you base whole communication on text messages and landing pages instead of emails, because most of the time it's actually email. Maybe someone will use push notifications and mobile application, but this one, knowing that everyone has a mobile phone with them and they read the text messages is quite effective. And what I like about it, it's very simple. So the messaging is very simple. And when I spoke with you before, you really are thinking through how to make the messaging simple, how to make it appealing, how to make it that is, for that group that you want to actually reach out to. So that's why probably it's very effective, and probably the people that are listeners that are listening to it will find it very interesting. I know, Annie, that you're doing a lot of different cool things at the club. You have your art gallery within the club. You are doing a lot of cool stuff with the QR codes, but I will leave it for some other podcast episodes down the line. But right now, Annie, I would like to thank you for taking the time for being here with us on the show. Annie, before you leave, tell us where people can find you online, or where they can get in touch.
Well, you can go to our website, which is 360tc.se. Or you can find me on LinkedIn, Annie Fältman. I'm also available on email. It's annie@360tc.se.
Annie, thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Great to be here.